Welcome to Collaborative Growth Coaching Podcast. Hi, I'm Christine Baylor Goodlander.
And I'm Melanie Oliveri, and we're so glad you're here. This is a space for anyone who's ready to let go of what's holding them back, tap into their true potential, and create a life that feels meaningful and joyful.
Growth does not happen alone. It's about connection, support, and taking steps that feel right for you. Each week, we'll explore ways to shift your mindset, find clarity, and take inspired action toward the life you really want.
If you're ready to feel more confident, clear, and connected to your purpose, this podcast is for you. Let's walk this path together and discover the amazing possibilities waiting for you.
Welcome to Collaborative Growth Coaching, where your next chapter begins. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Collaborative Growth Coaching Podcast. This is a show where we like to dive deep, talk about how you can live the life you love, and develop your inner self and learn what it's like to manifest and truly feel that you can enjoy and live a life you love. We're going to try something a little bit different tonight, and we're going to talk about one of the most transformational books that I have ever read. And this is something I wrote up a while ago in talking about this particular book. So I'm going to reference some notes that I have. So please, don't think I'm not looking at you because I don't want to. I'm not looking at you because I'm just checking my notes. So, if you're ready to do that and enjoy yourself a little bit, I want you to open your mind, open your heart, and maybe even see your life in a whole new way. So grab yourself a cup of tea, settle in, and let's get started. And let's talk about Mutant Message Down Under by Marlow Morgan. Now, let me take you back to a time in my life when I was searching for some answers. It's something we all do. Those moments when you feel like you're standing at a crossroads and the old ways of thinking just aren't working for you anymore. And that's when I happened to stumble upon this book. Now, the book isn't just a story, really is an invitation. And it's an invitation to step outside of what's familiar, to question what you think you know, and to discover a deeper connection with yourself, with others, and with the world around you. It's not a self-help book. It's literally a story. So what is this book about? So Mutant Message Down Under is a true account. And as some would say, it's part memoir, part allegory of a woman named Marlow Morgan. And she was invited on a journey to the Australian Outback to travel with a group of Aboriginals. And they call themselves the kin, or the real people. And really what unfolds in this book is nothing short of miraculous. So imagine, here you are, stripped of all your possessions. You have no phone, no wallet, you don't even have shoes. You're walking across the desert. You're guided only by the wisdom of the people who live in harmony with that land and who see the world through eyes of a deep spiritual connection. It's like being dropped in a whole new reality. And that's really what happened to Marlow, and through her words, to me. So I want to share with you 3 of the biggest lessons that I got out of this book. And as I do, I want you to invite you to reflect on that. How might these lessons be applicable to your life? So the first lesson is we are more than our bodies and our possessions. So the real people, or the kin, live with almost nothing by our standards. Yet they are some of the happiest, most peaceful people that Marlowe ever met. They remind us that our true value isn't in what we own, but in who we are. I remember reading about her first night in the Outback and feeling really vulnerable and exposed as she was. The tribe gathered around her and without judgment, with acceptance. And it hit me, how often do we judge ourselves or others by what we have instead of by who we are? And one of the things we talk about when we're doing the coaching and we're going through these processes with ourselves and with each other is it's not where we go or what we get, but it's really who we become in the process of making these changes. The second lesson is the power of intuition and inner guidance. Now, the Aboriginal people navigate the desert with not with maps, but with their intuition. They trust their inner knowing. So it's like having a GPS for your soul. And guess what? We all have one. But our lives are so busy and our world is so noisy that we often drown it out. And this book reminds us to slow down, to listen, to trust those nudges that we get from within, our inner knowing, our inner sense. And the last lesson is that everything is connected. And one of the most beautiful teachings is the sense of oneness. The idea that we're all connected to each other, to nature, and to the universe itself. There's a moment in the book where Marlowe witnesses a healing ceremony, and she sees firsthand how the tribe's belief in connection and energy creates real, tangible change. It made me ask myself, what if we lived every day knowing we're part of something bigger? So I'll be honest with you. After reading Mutant Message Down Under, I couldn't really go back to thinking everything is business as usual. I started questioning, my own habits, my own beliefs, and even the way I related to other people. I really began to let go of the things I thought I needed. I started listening more deeply to my intuition, and I made a commitment to see the divine in every single person I meet. It's like the book planted a seed in my soul, a seed of possibility, of connection, of transformation. So, how can you bring the magic of this into your own life? Here's 3 simple ways you can do that. They're simple steps, but they're powerful steps. Practice presence. Take a few minutes every day and just unplug. Just be. Go for a walk. Listen to the sounds around you. Notice the beauty in the ordinary. Notice what you're noticing. What's going on with you? Just be present. Trust your inner guidance. The next time you have a decision to make, pause. Ask yourself, what does my heart say? And trust that the answer, even if it doesn't make logical sense, is there. Give it a moment. Pause, think about it. Don't jump on to an answer or a solution. And lastly, celebrate connection. Reach out to somebody today. Maybe a friend, a family member, even a stranger. Share a smile, a kind word, a helping hand. Something I always like to say, and I know I'm not the first person to say this, is we're all just walking each other home. And in my life as a grief coach and a death doula, it's true. We are really just walking each other home. We need to be there for each other. I make it a point when I'm out and about to compliment someone, just to make someone feel good. Not for any other reason, but to spread a little kindness and to make someone feel good about themselves. So if you haven't read this book, again, it's Mutant Message Down Under. I encourage you to do that. In fact, I challenge you to go pick up a copy. Let it take you on a journey. Let it open your heart. Let it open your mind. And if you have read it, I would love to hear your thoughts. What was your biggest takeaway? And how did it change you? Remember, transformation isn't just about reading a book. It's about living the lessons. So what's one thing that you'll do differently because of what you've heard today? So if this episode is inspiring to you, please share it with a friend, leave a review, and let's keep this ripple of transformation going. So I want to thank you for joining me on this little adventure tonight. And until next time, keep dreaming big, trust your journey, and remember, you are more powerful than you know. So know that you are loved and keep dwelling in those limitless possibilities. And we will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.